What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another Sorare video where today we're going to talk about how essence works within crafting and within the game and what the different types of essence means, how you can take advantage of them if you've got the patience and skill set to do so. I don't. And how you can kind of like gauge what's expected from your rooms. Before we get into this, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel and you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up, that would be very much appreciated. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. And if you want to get involved in Sorare, right now is a great time to do so at the start of the season. Using the link down below, you'll get £150, dollars or euros worth of market credits to help you on your journey. So we're going to use only limited here, but the rules apply all the way up the path, but rare, super rare and unique. This exists, my essence, and in my essence, there is the odds and there is the balance. I want to explain, first of all, what these mean. Then we'll go into the different types of essence, and then we'll go into how you can manipulate the essence to your favor, right? So first of all, the odds are how much of each essence type you have compared to how much total essence you have. So League of Portugal for me, I've got 555 League of Portugal essence. It's worth 0.43%. In Contender, I've got 2,426 total essence. Let me just zoom this in a bit more for you here, guys. And that's 1.87%. JPL is 4,400. That's worth 3.4%. And then All-Star, I've got 108,000. That's worth 83%. So if you didn't know, League of Portugal essence means if you only had League of Portugal essence, you would craft only League of Portugal cards. Contender, the same. JPL, the same. Eredivisie, the same. All-Star is everything that's in the prize pool, which at the moment is these things here. Eredivisie, JPL, MLS, Austrian Bundesliga, Second Bundesliga, Liga 2 BKT, Croatian League, Japanese League, K-League, Portuguese League, and SPFL. What we don't have yet is English League players, League One, La Liga, and English Second Division players. This weekend starts La Liga and English Second Division. I don't think the League One starts yet, but maybe that does as well, which means next Tuesday these will be put in the pool. And then the following Tuesday, English League and League One will be in the pool, and then Bundesliga will be in the following Tuesday. So I have also just announced that the wheel is being extended. The time you can earn tickets until will be the 28th of August. If we look down here, 28th of August, but the wheel will be here until the 2nd of September. So you have 5 days to craft, which also then means Bundesliga players will be in the wheel, in the crafting, in the prize pools, while you can spin your tickets, which is just a huge win. So they're the types of kind of essences that you can get. And then when you click on my essence, it shows you what you've got. What people think and what people get, I think, are two different things. The way this works is, imagine this as a pie, right? So I've got 108,000 All-Star, bit of Eredivisie, bit of JPL, bit of Contender, bit of League of Portugal. Imagine you mix all of that up in a mixing pot, and then you bake a pie, and you take a slice of that pie. You've got a great chance of that pie containing a lot of All-Star essence, some chance of Eredivisie, some chance of Pro League, and that's how the crafts work. When you rip that craft, when you pull that slider along, you've basically just got a chance of All-Star, huge chance of All-Star, which of course All-Star encompasses all divisions, right? If you had 83%, let's say Premier League, and then a few lower percentages here, like 83% of your room would theoretically be Premier League players, which you can then suggest around 8 out of 10 players would be Prem players, and the other 2 players would be split between here. Where people are getting confused is on this screen here. What people think is that because this is your essence earnings history, okay, not your essence crafting pool. It shows you the essence that you've earned, the oldest first, and you use the oldest essence first when you craft, but it's drawn from the overall pool. So what people think is, oh, I've got 2,400 Contender essence, so it's 1,000 essence for the next craft. So if I go and craft now, I'm guaranteed a Contender only room. No, you're not. You're just going to use your Contender essence to craft a room that comprises of all of these aspects here on this screen. So I can go and then obviously craft 2 crafts here. In fact, let me show you that this won't only be Contender. I'll draw here. Unless we get a special room, I'll just pick any random one. Come on, load us in. Go on, give us a special star on standard. So we're going to draw, we're going to pull the craft. It's going to be from Salzburg. So it is a contender card, which is quite hilarious. But as you can see here, we have also got J-League, League of Portugal, JPL. So we have got some contender stuff here, but for the most part, it's not all contender. It's just, it's some contender. So we're going to claim that card. What people expect then is, oh, I should have just had contender. Now I've got 1,000 more contender in the next one, but I've only got 1,426 contender essence left. Again, it does not craft from this to give you a room explicit to that. I think that would be in Sorare's like negative interest. But what it does do is it shows you what essence you're going to use next. And that is important because you see here we've got contender, we've got Eredivisie, we've got 117 hours ago where there's nothing kind of connected to it. That is neutral essence. You've got Portugal, Eredivisie, All-Star, JPL, etc. When I talk about manipulating essence to your favor and getting an advantage over the essence, there are 3 different essence types. You've got All-Star essence, which is everything that's in the crafting pool at the time. You've got league-specific essence, which is either contender, Eredivisie, Portugal, etc. Or you've got neutral essence. Now, neutral essence has no value whatsoever to any particular thing. And what that means is, if in the odds bracket here, you only had League of Portugal, and then you won 1,000 neutral essence, that neutral essence now becomes League of Portugal because it's neutral. It doesn't have any value. So if you can now craft and you've got League of Portugal essence in there, it's not assigned to anything. So it will just craft from the thing that you've got. So if you have 1 League of Portugal essence and then you win 1,000 neutral essence, and I'll explain how you can win neutral essence in a moment. But if you have 1 League of Portugal essence, literally 1 only, and that's all you've got in your balance, and then you win 1,000 neutral essence and you craft, it will be entirely League of Portugal players because you don't have any other essence and it's not all-star essence, so it's not everything. So neutral essence you can consider as blending into the other things that you have. So if all-star didn't exist here, if I didn't have any all-star left and I just had these 4 and they were equally split 25% each, and then I won 1,000 neutral essence, that neutral essence would be dispersed between the 4 of them equally and they would all still be 25% each, right? So neutral essence is really powerful, really powerful. When you've got an essence balance as large as what I've got here, it's not as powerful because I have way too much all-star essence for it to make an impact. I have contender essence here. Now, it costs essence to enter into OG arenas. Now, the OG arenas, we go to play. The OG arenas are the arenas where you go into these things here, the cap 260 uncapped, blah, 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 blah. This cost essence. Because when I look at my essence balance, my next essence is to spend is contender. See how it's 1,426. If I went and played the OG arena, the thing that it would absorb is that next essence. So if I go into cap 260, let's go for game week 4. Let's try and find a game week for, a game for this week that I can put some players together in. I've already set one up. I'm 2nd currently, but I'm only projected 6th. If I go to add a team here, we're going to put percentage to start on 80%. Who have I got available? We've got New Bell. When does he play? 6 o'clock tomorrow. Let's put New Bell in. Then we've got Blind. Let's pop him in. We've got this Ambros guy. He's too high rated. I've got an average 50 per player. Let's try and find a 50-ish person player. Richard Rios. We'll throw him in. He's only on 45. So now we can have an average of 50 per player. We've got Kaminski. If he's going to start for Benfica, great. And then a 53. Let's put in Nijstad. We're going to select our captain. I'm going to put it as Richard Rios. We're going to confirm our lineup. This is going to cost me 300 essence. That essence comes from the essence that was expected to be the next spent in here. So now you see the balance for contender has gone from 1426 to 1126 because I spent my next essence which was Contender Essence. What you win from those OG arenas is neutral. The reason why this is so powerful, again, it's not so powerful for me personally because I have got way too much essence for this to be like impactful. But for people that have got way lower essence pools or are playing in less divisions, you can really manipulate this to your favor. The way this can be powerful is, let's say you play Eredivisie and JPL, and that's it. But you've got some all-star essence from a classic lineup that you won from. You've got some all-star essence from the wheel because you span the wheel. And you've got some neutral essence that you picked up from some OG arenas, right? If you've managed to get some contender essence, go and use this contender essence to create those lineups in the OG arena, because then you're using essence there that you don't want to pull from to get it. Then you come to Eredivisie essence. Now, obviously, you like your Eredivisie essence, so maybe you craft some players here. When it gets to your all-star essence, go and use this. Go and spend your all-star essence. Like what you effectively want to do is, if you've got all-star, let's say again, for example, you use Eredivisie or Portuguese League. They're the two leagues that you're playing only in season. But classic, you're playing all sorts of things because you've got loads of classic cards. So you're picking up all sorts of essence from all over the place. All-star, contender, whatever, J-League. Every time you've got essence next up that has nothing to do with the leagues you want to craft cards from, you've got two great options. Either number one, you put them into the OG arena, and then if you win essence out of the OG arena, it's neutral, so then it counts back towards your Portugal and Eredivisie, which is perfect. Or number two, you use your clues here. So let's say I didn't care about Eredivisie, right? All of a sudden, if I craft something and I'm like, I've got 4,000 Eredivisie essence, I don't really care about the Eredivisie, I don't want to play with the Eredivisie, I don't have any clues, well, guess what you can do? Now I'm going to go and use my essence, 500 essence to craft here. Why would you use 500 essence to craft here when you've got clues? You wouldn't. It's when you don't have clues. Why would you use this essence now? Because it's Eredivisie essence, and I only want to play the Premier League and Bundesliga, and I picked up this Eredivisie from a classic competition, so I'm going to use this 500 Eredivisie essence to reveal something instead about the nationality of the players that I've got. And then you learn something and you gain something from it. So the effective way, oh, that's fantastic. The effective way that it's only a 2-star, that's surprising. The effective way that you can utilize the essence in your favor is by looking at the odds. This is the likely chance of this particular player in your crafting room next. So we've got a 0.1% chance of getting a contender player. Apart from the fact that we haven't, because we've got an 85% chance of an all-star player, and all-star covers everything. All-star essence is dirty. Get rid of it by all accounts. Like, it's just not worth it. Unless, of course, you only play the like contender league and the SPFL, and all-star essence gives you a chance of a Premier League player that you'd otherwise never get, then, of course, that could be quite valuable to you. But for the most part, all-star essence is the kind of essence that you want to use in your OG arenas. Contender, SPFL, English Championship. This is the kind of essence that you want to use in your OG arena. And you can tell what's coming because it tells you what's next. It tells you what you're going to be spending next. So all of this all-star essence here, I should be absolutely spending into the OG arena. Now, again, of course, for me, I have 129,000 essence here so far. It's really hard for me to manipulate it because there aren't enough rooms that I can enter, and I've got so much all-star essence. I can't get through it quick enough for it to be like efficient. But if you have like 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 essence, and you can see exactly what you've got coming up next and what you want to craft from, let's say for the sake of argument, you had 10,000 essence and you've got 6,000 Premier League essence, but that's at the back end, right? So you've got 1,000 all-star, 1,000 contender, 1,000 SPFL, 1,000 Jupiler Pro League, and then 6,000 Premier League essence after the fact. Go and spend those 4,000 pieces of essences in your OG arenas, right? Go as much as you want. Because once that 4,000 essence is gone and you've only got Prem left, then you'll only get Prem rooms. If you then claim neutral essence, you'll still only get Prem rooms. And so there's also some consideration when you're playing these here as to when you actually claim your rewards. Because if you go and claim your reward from the Liga NOS, let's say you've got 6,000 Premier League Essence, and let's say you got let's say you got 6,000 Premier League Essence or 5,000 Premier League Essence, and you go and win 2,000 from, or 1,000 from the Liga NOS, and you claim it straight away because, oh my God, I've won a prize, let me claim it. You've now just polluted your Premier League Essence pool. If you only had, for example, again, like La Liga here, and then you went and claimed your SPFL reward, oh my God, they played Friday night, I hit that 1,000 Essence, this is great. Well, now you've polluted your La Liga pool. So what I would suggest then first is craft those La Liga players, get that La Liga Essence and only La Liga players, then go and claim your SPFL Essence, then use that Essence in the OG arenas, or use that Essence for clues, or just craft an SPFL player. But yeah, basically that's how the Essence works, guys. I know it's a bit complicated. I know it's a bit complex. All you have to do ultimately is just think about this as a pie. This is your pie that you craft from every time. So you want to make the pie more favorable to you. So you want to get rid of as much All-Star Essence as you can, as much Contender Essence as you can, as much SPFL Essence as you can, and try and remove those from the pie. And you do that by looking at the balance and seeing what comes next. Then where you spend that Essence determines on how much it works. Now, of course, if you've got, let's say, what have I got here? 13,000 Eredivisie Essence, and that's the last Essence that you've picked up, like the newest Essence, so that's the last Essence you'll spend. You could just freely rip crafts, because you're not only are you giving yourself a chance of more Eredivisie players by having this as a 10% chance, but now all of a sudden every time you craft something, your opportunity of getting Eredivisie players is going to increase and increase and increase until you ultimately have unlimited, or sorry, not unlimited, guaranteed Eredivisie crafts. So knowing what's coming and when and how to craft is a real good skill that's going to serve you well from getting the most out of the arena. And so don't be too hasty on claiming your Essence rewards in the anytime entry stuff. Use your bad Essence into the OG arena and make sure to keep track on what you've got up next. And then make sure to try and keep the pie in as much favor as you can to yourself, so that you can get the cards that you want. Anyway, that's going to be the end for today. I hope that I explained things there and didn't confuse things more, because sometimes I over-explain things and it makes it a bit more complex. But any questions you got, let me know down below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.